Good evening, good morning to some of us here. I want to introduce myself. My name is Martin Boro, and I'm the Regional Manager, East Africa for Algonquin College. Today, we are going to discuss about pre-arrival orientation, or what you need to know before you travel to Algonquin College. And we're also going to mention information regarding to deferral, regarding to either if you want to withdraw, something like that. We're going to discuss about that. And also, we're going to um, alert you on what you should do when you arrive at Algonquin College. So here with me today is Helen Costa, who's the Senior Regional Manager for Americas and Africa. And I'd like her to introduce herself and say something before we start. Helen?
Hi, everyone. Good evening, good morning. Marty and I this afternoon and this morning will be clarifying most of the questions. Questions related with immigration. Unfortunately, Marty and I we're unable to answer all of them. Okay. And keep your questions for the end of the presentation. I know some people they're having problems with the audio. If you can log out and log in, because sometimes because I can hear perfectly. If you have any problems, issues with your internet, just the better is to sign out and then sign in. Okay. Thank you so much and enjoy.
Right. Thank you so much, Helen. So just to highlight, like Helen said, that we are not going to talk about visa issues here. We're here to highlight about your preparation to join Algonquin College. Please, if you have any question, you may refer to IRCC website, or you may contact Algonquin College just if you're stuck with either the file or you need to do deferral or withdraw from the whole process. So to start with, let me share my document for today. Just give me some minutes. And I hope all of you can see my screen. Thank you. Oh, welcome to pre-departure session. This is August 2024. I know you're making your preparations to join Algonquin College for fall intake. I know you've been waiting for your visa. Some of you have your visas approved. Some of you have traveled. It's good. But there are those students who are also in waiting. They're yet to travel. They're yet to get responses from IRTC. So we're going to discuss about the whole preparation, what you need to know before your travel. Okay. Trying to move my screen. The International Education Center is here to give all international students the support that they need in terms of if they have any topics about their study permit, if they want to change their designated learning institutions, and any work eligibility when you're at the college. The IEC has created a fall intake page on our website, so it's good that you check and ensure that you read through all the information provided there and the information that you need for traveling to Canada and starting your studying at Algonquin College. I want you to ensure that you visit the website as many times as you can because that's where you get updated. That's where you get all the news. That's where you get the upcoming webinars and talk about that. I've put there their site. That's visit to algonquincollege.com/international/new intake. You are going to get all the information required. This is to remind you that the IC Center also has people that speak different languages. So if you are comfortable with the French, if you want English, Spanish, feel free, reach out to them and they are going to support you. What are some of the services or some of the support that the student get from the IEC Center? Arrival services. We offer free arrival services through our Ottawa campus. It's good that you also check and confirm that you booked on time. Please don't wait until the last minute. That's when you're expecting to get these services. It's good to go to the website, register, put your details there when they expect you, and when you have your flight details, you put them all together. We also offer settlement integration support resources. We have orientations. There's a lot of webinars going on. Today we had one webinar for accommodation in Ottawa. So I hope that you students or you Algonquin students attended that. There is academic and EAP orientations that is offered through the IEC Center. We also offer IRCC information and support for students who want to extend their student permits, those who want to change DLIs. All that information is given by the IEC Center. Guard.me health insurance support. In case you want more information about your health insurance, if there is anything that you want to be clarified to you, visit the IC Center. Peer tutoring support, all the support you need in case you want advice regarding to your studies, regarding to your academics, please reach out to them. International peer mentor, social and cultural events, they are all planned by the IEC. Please reach out to them, check the calendar there. Workshops and clinics, they are organized different workshops to support international students in terms of, for example, you want to know how to write your resume, you want to know how to apply maybe part-time jobs within Ottawa, or within the campus or off campus. These are some of the workshops that you should attend. We also welcome other partners within the industry come to get students to work within their department. So it's good that you also attend them and you get to network with the right people. Paid and volunteer opportunities, they are all listed by the IEC. When you have the iSend app, very important, it has the Algonquin College student information system, as well as other ERPs that are provided by the college. Okay. These are some of our staff members that work under the International Education Center. You may visit them anytime and you book an appointment, you get support from them. So I won't spend a lot of time on this because I know you'll meet them when you get to Algonquin College. Let's go to the next page, which mentions about two mandatory orientation sessions that international students must attend. The first one is international student orientation. And remember that the IC, International Student Support Team, will conduct a detailed orientation with important information just for international students. Once you join the Algonquin College, they're going to give you all this information. And there is also program orientation whereby you receive information from your program advisor. They start sending you information before the AC day one. Remember, they are giving you specific information about your program. And there are links. We're also going to share with you all these links so that you have them with you. If you want to check this information with you after this session, so that you have them whenever you are at the college or before you travel. Let's talk about the international student orientation dates. The orientation dates, remember they're going to conduct virtual events on August 27th and August 28th. Please, for students, you should register for one of the 2 dates. Please make sure you attend these events. They're going to happen this month on 27th and 28th. Please check on the calendar. You're going to find the links there to register, and then you'll attend virtually. For the EAP program students, those who are going English for academic purpose, they must attend this orientation that will take place on August 30th at Ottawa campus. The room is given there, room B457 is where the meeting will be held. The orientation will take place. All this information, like I said, visit the IEC events calendar and you get more information about the events. Like I said, there are more events that are scheduled by the IEC Center to support the students. And we have one that helps students succeed in Canada. On July 17th, we did one. We did a virtual workshop about finding home. August 7th, there was another one to guide Canada adjusting to Canadian culture. August 8th, there was another one which was done to discover Ottawa. There was August 14th, finding home, which actually happened 1 hour ago. So I hope you all attended. Tomorrow, there'll be another one. Study smart, succeed in the classroom. Please register for these events because they are very, very important. They're there to help you and guide you along your study period. August 22nd, remember, on how to manage your finances, financial literacy in Canada. And again, like I said, the IEC events calendar has all these details, plus the links to register for these events. Don't forget, always mark somewhere, put a reminder that you have these events to attend so that you don't miss out.
Thank you, man. Try my hardest here, you know?
Right? Right. Anthony, you can help me to mute. Let's talk about most of the international students go through these questions. What happens if I'm still waiting for my study permit for a fall 2024 program start? If you do not have your study permit in time to be in Canada for the last day to join your program, you must request a deferral to a future intake. So if the program is starting on September 3rd, please make sure at least you communicate in advance, like 5 days before the start date. And remember, the last day to join your program will be posted at the link by August. So this has been posted. Please go to the international students page where there's program, and you see the link showing you the dates for when each program you are supposed to enroll by what date. So the list is there. You get a PDF. It has the program. It has the start date. It has the latest date to apply, and the last date to enroll on the program. Please make sure you read through that provision, that PDF, and understand your program. Check the dates. Understand when the program is starting. If if the start date is around maybe 10th, that means that you have some days to wait for your decision to be made by the IRCC. Now, for students who applied prior to January 22nd, 2024, so if you apply for your study permit prior to this date and you're still waiting, please refer to the next slide for deferral, withdrawals, and refunds. But again, I also want to mention that it also applies to those students who are joining fall 2024. At what point should you put your deferral? At what point should you put your withdrawal? At what point should you request for your refunds? And what documents do you require? Okay. What happens when the start payment is rejected for start program start? Let me talk about that. As for withdrawal and a refund, you can do that in the application portal. So we don't accept direct emails. Please note, we don't accept direct emails. It's good that you request through the application portal. That's number one. Or your agent needs to write in the application portal. And remember, within 5 days of receiving the study permit refusal. Don't wait until the refusal is past 10 days. Make a decision on what you want after you receive the letter. The moment you receive the letter, make a decision whether you want to defer, you want to withdraw and get a refund. If you want to withdraw and get a refund, what happens? You need to put a request through the portal, either directly, you put it directly, you write the request, or talk to your agent and ensure they do it immediately through the portal. And then you upload the refusal letter. So refund request for study permit rejection must be accompanied by the refusal letter. Mentioned that dated after the date of the last letter of acceptance or deferral request. Remember, we have said within 5 days of receiving the study permit refusal, that's when you are supposed to upload it or put the request. If the letter from the RTC predates the last letter of acceptance or deferral request, the withdrawal penalty for after day 10 study permit rejection, withdrawals will be applied. So if you put this after day 10, remember there are penalties that apply, and we're going to look at them here. They are listed here, withdrawal date, and let's look at the study permit rejection. What happens? Okay. So if I want to withdraw on or before August 31st, reason being study permit rejection, I'll get full refund. Okay. If I withdraw after August 31st and on or before day 10, so says September maybe 16 of the semester, I will still get full refund. But if you do a withdrawal request after day 10, that's past September 16 of the semester start, there is a penalty, and this is because of the study permit rejection. There is a penalty, withdrawal penalty of Canadian dollars 2,200 plus your health insurance. So the total is what is going to be deducted by the admission. So this is good that you have communicated this information in advance to you as international students to be aware of what you need to do before August 31st or before day 10. It's good you communicate in advance, make the right decision before that so that you don't get this withdrawal penalty or you don't get penalized because of late request. I hope that is clear. And if you have any questions, please feel free to write on the chat and we're going to respond at the end of this webinar or this presentation. So if you're using a representative in the admission process, please make sure that you request to receive email communication directly from the college by changing your email in the Algonquin College Student Information System. You need to access your Access account and then you make this request. Please provide Algonquin College with an email you check regularly. Some of you, we send you updates, but you don't get to respond. You don't get to write back to us. Please note that it is good to have two-way communication. If I send you an email, please write it's okay. If you feel you can respond after a few days, don't forget to respond to us. And especially if you're waiting for your study permit or your study visa to be approved right now, it's good to update us that you're still waiting. We still have students who have not responded to us. Please check your emails or check with your agent if they have received any information regarding updates of study permit. You can expect pre-arrival emails about orientation and upcoming events. These will be sent by the college to your email. Please read or go through them. You expect also a bi-weekly IC newsletter with important and helpful information just to update you what is going to happen, the events that will take place at the college, what other plans that are happening within Algonquin College that you might be ready for before the expected date. You will receive details about your Algonquin College. Of course, it will have your name at algonquinlive.com. It's important to review the information in the college emails to ensure you are prepared for your arrival and for a successful start to your term. We don't want a scenario whereby students are at Algonquin College and they have not even registered for their classes. You don't have the algonquinlive.com email. You don't have you have not registered for any upcoming event, or you have not enrolled or registered for any society clubs or societies. So please connect yourself by going through your emails and ensure that you're up to date before you travel. Or if you have already traveled, please check your emails, go through them. If there is any registration to be done, please do so. Let's talk about traveling to Canada. And in this section, we're going to talk about when to travel, how to prepare for your travel to join Algonquin College. So students should plan to be in Canada with a valid study permit and ready to begin classes on September 3rd, 2024. So most of the classes will start September 3rd, 2024. But again, let me mention that these dates have been shared by the IEC and they are on our website. Please download the PDF and go through, check your program, see the start date, see the latest date of application, and the latest date you can enroll in that program. So I want you to go through that because some programs are starting on September 3rd, others might start on September 4th, 5th, going on. So please be aware when your program is starting. So when you're entering Canada, make sure to print off a hard copy of all the documents. That is timetable, proof of enrollment, letter of acceptance, your LOA should have it, your PAL, make sure you have your tuition fee receipt that you paid, the flywire receipt. That is to support your documentation that you're going to show to the immigration officer in case they ask you to provide those documents. Remember, they normally ask to provide your letter where you're going. Print your approval letter from IRCC application, letter of introduction, the one that shows you've gotten the approval from this date, is expiring to this date. Please print them out. Be able to access your your account for any updates. Okay. Study permit and corp work permit, if applicable, will be printed at the border. So the study permit and the corp work permit will be printed at the border. That is, if you are supposed to have a corp work permit, these will be printed at the border, at the point of entry. So be sure to check the printed permits for accuracy. Sorry, I think somebody, let me try to mute. Sorry, I'm not able to mute. So it's okay. Right. Sorry. Let me just share again. Right. Thank you. I'm trying to mute some people, just to ensure that we are okay. So be sure to check the printed permits for accuracy before leaving the customs area. If there is a mistake, this can only be corrected by the Canadian Border Services Agency, and this is the border officer. If not, you must apply to amend the document, and this can take time. So all international students, my kind request is before you leave the desk, ensure you've checked all the details. Are they accurate? The names, the details of your co-op details, are they in order? Please don't leave the desk if you feel that all the details are not clear, and you can confirm before leaving. Check the following on your permits: spelling of your name, country of origin. If your study permit conditions say may work or may accept employment. And other remarks section, check if you are uncertain about a remark, please ask. Please ask at the point of entry. At the border, remain calm and answer questions honestly. Try not to think, what should I say? Rather, say what is true. That means that before you leave, before you travel, you understand all your documents. You understand the program you're going to study. You understand the college, the location. You understand your accommodation. You know about your co-op details. Read through your letter of acceptance, understand everything, including the tuition fee. Please understand the whole documentation that you have. And if you're able to access some of your accounts, the better. Okay. For arrival services, this provided within the first 3 days from arrival. You have pick up at the Ottawa International Airport or Ottawa train station. We also give you assistance finding accommodation. And remember, before even you travel, it's good to be aware where you want to go and stay. I know most of you as international students, this is a priority to you to ensure that you have a place to stay. But we also give you assistance in case you don't have one. Settlement services, including help with opening a bank account and getting your startup groceries. So you'll be supported by other peer students who will be there to give you all this information. Fall arrival services are available from August 1st. So the 3 days, August 1st until September 3rd. So all of these are there. All students who are traveling, if you want to book through the website, you want to confirm when you are arriving, please feel free, go to the website, confirm when your arrival dates are, and then they are going to arrange somebody to pick you up. For accommodation, reduced rate accommodations are available at your own expense. Of course, you spend about approximately Canadian dollars 149 a night plus tax. So it's good to have more than 149. For more information, please visit the Pre-Arrival International Education Center page, and you are going to get assisted. Again, the email for arrival services is sacservicesottawa@gmail.com. For Pembroke students, you may use arrival services and will be taken to the bus station for travel to Pembroke. The cost of the bus ticket will be, of course, be at your own expense. So good to have some cash with you. Please review your personal email. Take an invitation from Shona Wright. He's also the student success specialist for international students. She'll be there to support you. In addition to the mandatory international student orientation, all Pembroke students can attend the waterfront campus at the AC orientation, which will be held on September 9th from 2 to 4 p.m. And this session is only for students at waterfront Pembroke campus. So there we have different campuses. Those are going to Ottawa, those are going to Pembroke, others are going to Perth. But this is purely for Pembroke students. They need to know that September 9th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. there will be an orientation session for them. Ensure that you download the app, and this is where you can access resources and services, online portals, and to receive important notifications from the IEC. You can see we have a lot of services there, like the IRCC information, internal IEC services, student resources, student orientations, events and workshops will be listed there. In self-service portals, newsletters, health and wellness, all those services are available. So where do you get these up? Make sure that you're using your smartphone, download from your Google Play or App Store by searching iSent app. Region setting is Canada. Register with your preferred email, and remember this is the one that you can access anytime, or a third-party account. So I prefer that you use your email so that you can access all the updates. Choose Algonquin College as the institution. Once you do that, you'll be able to access all the resources that are available to international students, which are provided by the International Education Center. For the housing search, currently, we have a 1.5 vacancy rate, which means housing is extremely high demand, is in extremely high demand. So that's why we said early enough, make sure that you start your plans early to check these accommodations, available accommodations, either on campus. But I want to state during the presentation that was done an hour ago, they stated that our accommodation has received high number of applications, and therefore most of the accommodations are at least. So for international students, I would request that you consider off-campus accommodations. Go to the website. We have a lot of, we have a few for international students to check off-campus accommodation. We don't want you to miss out. Please do so early enough before you travel. So register for finding a home session. This was done between July 17th to date. Learn about the housing search. Make sure you avoid scams. Recently there are a lot of scams that you can experience online and applying to rent. Sign up for arrival services as soon as your study permit is approved. We have already talked about the services available for students arriving to join Algonquin College. Plan for short-term accommodations when you arrive, and these should be planned before you travel. Create an honest monthly budget based on Ottawa's average market rent, and have first and last month's rent saved. So on average, according to the statistics, June 2024, the total cost per month for one bedroom, approximately Canadian dollars 1,994, and for a two-bedroom, was ranging up to Canadian dollars 2,495, 99, sorry. So remember that living with your roommates will decrease your cost. If you share your accommodation with other students, if you further to share, please check it because you are going to reduce your expenses. The housing search, like I said, you need to search early. Apartment vacancies are posted 2 months in advance. So I'll request that if you're looking for accommodation by now, you should have an idea where you're going to stay, and make sure that you book them in advance so that you don't miss out. Arrive early, if possible. Arrive to Ottawa early to search for your housing in person. If you don't have it, or if you are staying with a friend or relative, ensure you have funds saved for the first and last month's rent, as well as your short-term stay. If you are unable to arrive early, ask your landlord to do a virtual viewing of the property with you. Avoid scams. Do not send the landlord any money until the lease has been signed. Please don't transfer any money to anybody if you have not signed any, you have not seen any agreement, or you have not signed any lease agreement with them. This is called the last month's rent deposit. If a landlord asks for money in advance, this is likely a scam. Do your research on the property and address to verify its accuracy. You can also send your friend who's there to confirm if that house or that accommodation is available and it is there. Leases in Ontario, we use an Ontario standard lease. It is legal agreement between the landlord and the tenant. So it's good to read the agreement between you and the landlord. So it's important you sign a lease because in Ontario, some tenancies are protected by the Residential Tenancies Act. So this protects both the tenant and the landlord. The Residential Tenancies Act sets rights and responsibilities for both the landlord and the tenant. They also have steps on what to do if the tenancy agreement has been broken. So before you pen down your signature, please read through the agreement, check any clauses in that agreement. When should you give a notice before you leave? When can you join, can you take that accommodation? When is it available? The services offered, is it all inclusive? Check all that information before you sign. About your health insurance, we use GAD.me International Insurance. Health insurance is mandatory. Remember, the health insurance is mandatory and is included in your tuition fee for a full-time international student. I know you have seen some of these in emails or some of these updates sent to you. Please make sure you check them out. Learn about your health insurance coverage at www.me.slash-algoquin. It's also available on our website. You can see the information there. For post-secondary programs, not included in the English for Academic program, your insurance will start normally on either January 1st, May 1st, and now in this case, September 1st of any given year. So if your intake is fall 2024, that's when you're starting. September 1st is the date that this insurance starts. If you arrive early, if you have arrived early, I believe you have already either purchased your early arrival insurance, or maybe you're going to ensure that you have one by September 1st. Otherwise, please confirm that your health insurance coverage is included in your tuition fee, so it's already covered. You will receive a welcome mail from GATME to your personal email, providing you with instructions, providing with instructions on how to create your account and download your GATME. Kindly mute. Right. So let me continue. If arriving early, make sure you purchase your early arrival insurance. Go to the website, it's provided there, the link, and click an early arrival. So GADME is a medical policy. The insurance can be purchased through the student association. Walk-in clinics are where you can go to see a doctor for most health concerns. Hospitals are for emergencies only. So it's good to understand this information. Where can you go? Do you go to the clinic in case of an issue, or do you go to the hospital? Like I said, clinics are where you go to see a doctor for most health concerns. Hospitals are for emergencies only. GADME also covers prescriptions drugs. So if you go to a clinic and you are prescribed to take some tabs, it's all covered under your health insurance. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the customer care at GAD.me. And you have these on your app, you can always reach out to them and they'll give you the support that you need. So Algonquin College Student Information System and Brightspace, these are ERP systems that help students survival in Algonquin College or within Algonquin College. And make sure that you can access the two. That's the Algonquin College Student Information System and the Brightspace. And this includes the learning management system, whereby you can be able to check your results, check your timetable and all that, among other applications. So these to make your life easier when you join Algonquin College. Don't forget, always have them on your phone or on your tablet. Let's talk about study permit. If you're studying, you are required to study on a full-time basis. You cannot convert your full-time program to part-time after you arrive. So it's good to understand all these policies. You cannot take a program that has more than 50% of its courses online. Because if you do so, this is going to affect your postgraduate work permit application. So ensure that you understand that you're a full-time student and you're supposed to have to attend the classes. You are supposed to maintain as a full-time student status while at Algonquin College. In order to be eligible for work, either on campus or off campus, make sure you maintain a full-time student status at Algonquin College. For working, you cannot work until after your first class. So those who have rights to work, you cannot work until after your first class. If you are in an academic program, 6 months in length or longer, you may be eligible to work off campus while studying full time. So Canadian study permit allows you to work on both on campus and off campus if your program is more than 6 months. So it's good to check. Those who have co-op programs, it's good also to confirm that they have the core permit printed and it has the information, it has a statement, may be allowed to work, okay? So it's good to check that. You may be eligible to work full-time hours during scheduled breaks that are part of your academic calendar. So we do 2-term study, 1-term break. It's good to check when you're free. You can always work full-time, okay? In which enrollment is not required by your program. Some study programs include a scheduled breaks, while some others do not. We have those non-semester diplomas, which means that you are continuous. You are continuing every semester. You are taking like 3 semesters in a year. Please check these details as per your program and see when you have these breaks. If you don't have any breaks, then you won't be able to full time. Check your program webpage under availability or contact your program coordinator to confirm if your program has scheduled break. Let's talk about social insurance number. It's a 9-digit number issued from within Canada that you need to work in Canada or to have access to government programs and benefits. Find out about social insurance number under the link given there. We are going to share with you all these details so that you can check them whenever you are free. Note that the study permit must indicate may accept employment in order for you to be eligible to get a social insurance number. You're expected to know the rules about working in Canada as per Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. According to the IRCC regulations, you are supposed to understand the rules. Please don't exceed the time given. Make sure that you're always within the limits. Make sure you don't exceed the limits given by the IRCC. What about working off campus? The IRCC allows students, international students who meet all these requirements to work 20 hours a week off campus. That is, if you're in an academic program, 6 months or longer. I know and I believe most of you have a program which is more than 6 months. So you'll be allowed to work 20 hours a week off campus. You'll be allowed to work off campus if you maintain full-time status. If you have started studies, that means after September 1st. And also that you have a social insurance number. Make sure all these details are clear to you before you take any work opportunity. It's important also to remember it's important to prioritize your studies as a student in Canada. You need to balance your study life, your work life, and social life. To be able to work, you must have a valid social insurance number and work authorization from your study permit. That is, may work or may accept employment. If you have that note that may work or may accept employment, just know that you may be able to work. You cannot work until the first day of classes. Again, I think I've mentioned this time and again. Please don't start before 1st of September. If you're not sure about your work eligibility, please visit algonquinccollege.com/working and you get more information about working in Canada as a student, as an international student. So do we have preparations or how do we prepare our students, our international students about employment opportunities at Algonquin College? We hold a lot of workshops for international students. Take advantage of this opportunity, join the workshops, attend them, network with the right people, ask questions, because if you attend one of our workshops or social insurance number clinics to prepare for your employment in Canada, it means that you increase your chances of getting an opportunity that you can earn some dollars as you are still taking your studies. So you can see from August 29th onwards, all the way to September 11th, we have all these employment resources for you. We have employment bootcamp about resume and job search, very important workshop. We have also how to attend interviews. What should you do? How should you handle yourself? What are some of the questions that you can get during the interviews? And what next after you're done with the interview? Should you go silent or should you respond? All about co-op and internship work permits. That will be between August 29th all the way to September 19th. Please check the virtual events that are going to take place. We also have one under social insurance number, walk-in clinics at Woodruff campus. Please, those students who are attending the programs in these campuses, please ensure that you register and you mark your calendar to attend these events. More to that is that you should visit the IEC events calendar so that you can get these informations and links to apply or to register for these events. Sorry. About the co-op internship work permit, most of you have the letter of acceptance which indicate that you need co-op or say internship work permit. And this will identify any work requirement, either paid or unpaid, and it is part of your program. Use the letter of acceptance to support the co-op internship work permit application with your initial study permit or for the permit after you enter Canada if you did not receive it. So I believe when you're applying for your visa, there was a section whereby it was asking you, are you allowed to work? There was that question. I believe if your letter of acceptance indicated that 50% or you have 35% of this program has co-op, I believe you indicated yes. And therefore, at the point of entry, the border officer will print out the co-op for you, the co-op work permit for you, right? So attend any of the IEC webinars that is on between August 29th and September 19th for questions and more information. Under the co-op internship work permit will authorize work required by the program. So it's good to check if your letter of acceptance has this kind of provision. It's good to check and ensure that you have it before you start your co-op. Even if the work is on campus or off campus, paid or unpaid, you need that. If you have received approval for your co-op internship work permit outside Canada, you should receive two documents. One is study permit and two, work permit at the border upon entry. So these two documents are very important, the study permit and the work permit. And that information is on the basis of your letter of acceptance or according to your program. So if you don't have that and you'd like to get more information, make sure when you get on the other side to Algonquin College, you can attend the webinars and you can be able to ask these questions. Sorry. For new international students, we've created this page for you. We want all international students to engage with other international students at the college or with the local students at the college. That's why we call these new international students social. Join, please, these activities when you get to Algonquin College. So this is to help you to meet new students, become familiar with the campus, know where the library is, know where the where you can go for workouts, know where you can go for maybe shopping, know the region, know the town, know the city. It's good to understand also the faculty, some of the resources available for you if you need counseling, if you need academic guidance. This is very important. And we call this new international student social. This event, we have this event, will include like icebreakers, games, social activities, snacks and refreshments will be available. Representatives from campus areas available to answer your questions. Get to know about the accommodation. If you are staying off campus and you want to move on campus, just ask these questions. you want to know about the system, you want to know about how to respond to if you have assignments, if there are some events that are going to take place and you want to register, how do you register for societies? How do you register for clubs? How do you register for college teams? Prizes so much more will be won that day because there'll be a bit of competitions here and there, small competitions here and there. So it's a good time for you as international students to enjoy and interact with other students from different backgrounds, those who have come from within the continent, those who have come from other areas like Europe, America. You know, it's good to interact and get to make friends from the word go. Save the date. This will be on August 30th. So I hope that those who have not yet traveled and you are traveling before August 30th, please take note that on August 30th, there will be the new International Student Social event. For registration and more information, please make sure that you check on the IEC events calendar. And you're going to get support, you're going to get the links to register, you're going to meet important people, those who are going to guide you, you make friends, you feel at home, you know, beat the boredom that you're in a new country and you need to make friends. And this is the one way for you to settle easily, one way to always meet buddies that you can go out with, those who can help you with your assignments, those who can help you on some, if you have other projects, those who can give you or share ideas, those who have already settled there and they have ideas about the community. And also, they can guide you on registration. If you want to do volunteer services, you want to know where you can get some information about jobs, it's good to connect with the right people at that point. Now, we are ready to take the questions and answer, to give you the answers for this period. So we'll go through the chat. Don't have that. Please submit your questions through the Q&A. Don't forget that we are here to support all students. And sorry, just to mention that this session was purely for pre-arrival. Any questions related to visas, that has to be directed to the IRCC because the IRCC is a different legal institution that handles matters of immigration on its own. We are an education institution, and therefore we are there to give you academic information. More so, I've talked about the withdrawals, I've talked about referrals, I've talked about pre-arrival services, I've talked about study permit, I've talked about work permit. So feel free to ask the questions. And I think this is the right session for you. Okay. So thank you so much for attending the session. I think now we can take the questions here. Let me check on the chat. Please send your questions on the chat. Thank you. So I wasn't given admission for personal support worker on the fact that my high school grade. So we have a pre-course for this because our admissions is the only department that can give you the program that meets your eligibility. If you don't meet eligibility for a given program, then you won't get the acceptance. You won't be accepted in that program. So sorry about that. The support workers, there are specific grades and subjects required for you to join the program. Always check the eligibility of that program. Even if you want to change, first of all, go through the program eligibility. Second, you check the program availability for international students. Check that before you write back on the student portal. Okay. On to the next
Martin,
question.
sorry, Martin, sorry about
Yes.
that. I prefer
Yes, please. Yes.
because we have a Q&A chat. I'm just trying to clarify all the questions. If you have any questions, don't send through the chat, please. Send to the Q&A, okay? And then we can answer live or I can type the answer.
So if you go to more, you'll be able to see Q&A. If you go to more, you can see Q&A. But I know most of you have sent through the through the chat. I don't know if Helen, you are answering that.
Yes, I can see the questions here. I
Okay.
can answer some lives and some of them I'm just typing.
All
Okay,
right.
so I will let me read it, Martin, and then we can clarify together. Is that okay?
Yes, that's okay.
Okay. Kasei Medina. So I indicated that I would need a work permit when I apply for my student permit. Would I receive the work permit with my student permit? Casey, the thing is, students, they don't get the work permit. They get co-op, okay? Co-op is a different from work permit. If your program requires the co-op permit, you will receive it, a letter, okay? The letter of acceptance will have this information, and then when you apply for your study permit, you will receive another letter when you pass the border. So then you'll be issued two different permits. The co-op permit, it's not a work permit. Work permit is a different one, okay? Co-op permit and your study permit. I will send you the link where you can get more information about the co-op permit, okay? Just give me a second. And the second one in my visa is written SW. Does that mean the port of entry will receive two documents? A co-op option? Probably yes. So you need to wait until you cross the border because I'm not familiar with this information. Thank you. A list of fear. Okay, if I want to go back home, maybe during next year, summer, we'll be able to come back into Canada. Yes, but just make sure you have all the documents for you to leave Canada because you need to prove that you went for the summer break and you are coming back to finalize your program. But when you get there, we can provide more information to this. Thank you. Okay. Can you see, Martin, the Q&A?
I want to ask if I missed the housing search that happened, what can I do again? Like I said, there are information about searching your accommodation for your accommodation. Go to the website and you'll see the links for off campus. I was given a study permit, which allows me to work in and out of campus. Okay.
Okay,
If you are
Chelsea.
given a
Sorry.
short work permit and you give out the letter of acceptance to the border officer, they printed out, read all the information, check clearly you are the person who should confirm this information. If it's not clear, you can visit the IEC and then they'll check the details for you and confirm the details. If not, they'll guide you further. Thank you. That was from Chelsea. So, Anonymous, I haven't received my visa even after the program starts. Can I attend the online classes? Remember, okay, Helena, you are answering that. Thank you so much. Can we get the assistant with house search if we missed the webinars? Please know that you have to go through the website, put in your details, and then the residence officers will reach out to you and guide you. There are also links on off-campus accommodation. I think one is Kijiji. I can't remember the other one. Please go through the website. We are also going to share with you the links for residences. Check where to stay, and then there is a drop down that will indicate the two links for off-campus accommodation. Again, just to link up with friends or students whom you know have joined our Queen College, and then they're going to give you more information about available off-campus accommodation. All right. Further, we have said the guardme.health. You get more information. They are going to send more information to you. Remember, we said that you can go to the clinic and you get health services, and it also covers prescription. For hospitals, they are for emergencies. So all this information will be sent to you by the guardian.me. So accessing your timetables, make sure you register with the Algonquin College Student Information System. These emails are being sent to you by your faculty. They are going to reach out to you. Please make sure you read them. At this point, we cannot be able to tell you that this is where you're going to register, but the faculty is going to send you these emails so that you register, and then you'll be able to receive the timetable. All right. So thank you. So Andrew, provision made by the school for those who receive their permit close to September. That I received my August. Okay. Right. Andrew, so what you need to do, I said this is a two-way communication. If you have received a request, passport request from the IRCC, and you don't know or you don't have any idea by when they are going to send back your passport, please be kind enough. Put that information on your portal. Let the admissions know that actually your visa has been approved, only that you have not received your passport back with a sticker. So put that information, put the letter there saying that you're still waiting for your visa. The IRCC has requested for your passport. You are still waiting for it. You're not sure when you're going to expect your passport back. But it's good time because I believe we have 2 more weeks to go. You never know. Could be tomorrow, next day, or even in a week's time. Once you receive the study permit or study visa or your visa, please put a photo of that visa on your portal to update the admissions that you have already received your visa. Okay. I know most of you are forgetting to update the admissions. It's very, very important to update the admissions that you have received to your visa. Always put that on the portal and upload an evidence. There's a difference between unpaid and paid because you may get a point whereby this program is giving you an opportunity to gain work experience, not paid, but others are giving you opportunity to gain work experience and you get paid by the organization. So that depends again with the whoever is giving the service, whether it's giving you a slot in that organization. Okay. But this is confirmed by the organization. If they, sorry, by the college, if the program gives you a provision of non-paid, then just know that we have partnerships with organizations that only give you a short period to gain the experience. It's okay. Akin, I've seen that your possible date of arrival is on 4th, no problem. Sorry, I haven't seen your email, but it's good, no problem. Please note that even if you're arriving on the 4th, it's still okay within the time. For those virtual events that you can attend before your travel date, please make sure you attend, okay? So I hope that you'll be able to have safe travels to Algonquin College. Looking forward to seeing you there, Akin. Thank you so much. So I think I've answered that.
Martin, which question are you
Yes.
clarifying? Sorry, because I'm trying to just to clear here the questions that you have answered.
Okay, so I think I've answered for Akin.
You
Let
can
me just
click
put
here, answer
them
live,
on.
and then if you're ready,
Yes,
answer the
done.
question. Yeah, so you just put
Yes.
done, and then we
Okay.
can clear the questions that we
Now,
already.
perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Thank you. Otherwise, we're gonna keep answer the same question.
Yes.
And I can
So
help
I
with the
think I've
questions.
answered also about the,
Mhm.
I've
Perfect.
done the one for the timetable. Thank you.
Okay.
So my program is not co-op, will I be issued with the work permit? Remember, we said that it's not work permit, Shadra, it's not work permit. These are a co-op, part of your study has work experience. And that's why they are giving you the letters or permits to work in an industry as part of your program. If it's not part of your program, we say that as an international student, you'll be allowed to work up to 20 hours a week during study time. And you can also work full time during scheduled breaks. So it's good to check your timetable, understand when you have scheduled breaks, and then you can work full time. All right. Otherwise, your student permit has that provision to work up to 20 hours a week in the on-campus or campus during study period. Okay. Is it allowed to switch program? Further, remember that this can only be done by the admissions. At this point, you may not be able because remember you're going through the immigration. What is the letter of acceptance that you're going to show at the immigration is what they're going to print out. So it's good also to contact the admissions for this clarification. Okay. So if you didn't receive co-op work permit, we said it's good you can check with the IEC so that you can apply while in Canada if you did not receive it at the point of entry. All right. So if you're already in Canada, it's good also you check with the IEC and they are going to respond to you and support you. So I have deferred my admission twice because of visa refusal, and then I have submitted again and yet to receive. Can I still wait? Blessing, I want to confirm that if you have already submitted your visa application, you can still wait before the start date of the program. Remember the deadlines that you have already discussed. If you feel that that the visa approval is taking time or you're not getting any response from the IRCC, it's good to communicate to the admissions and they're going to advise you either you put a deferral request or you check with the latest start date and then you can communicate to them. So they are going to advise you on that. Remember, at the end of the day, all international students, your letter of acceptance is the answers that you need about your letter of acceptance is given by the admissions. Please don't forget to write any request through your application portal. That's where the admissions can be able to help you. Thank you. So I think for the what we said that the check with the Algonquin College Student Information System. You're going to get information from your faculty. They're going to send that to you. No, right. David, yes, it covers for both. Covers for both. Thank you. So if you have received your timetable, we still need to resign. It's good to also to check to confirm all the details, whatever the faculty needs you to do. Please follow that email before. If they need you to find out registration, please do it. But if you already have the timetable, it's good that you know when your class is starting. If you're already there, you will register the right uh, programs, okay, or subjects. Thank you. For those who have missed out, we have several sessions. We have put, I think, 1 or 2 sessions on our YouTube channel, Algonquin College Africa page. You can check that. You can go through the sessions. You can listen. You can post on there. We're also going to upload this one on our YouTube channel to ensure that the future students or the current students or those who are going to defer can revisit this information and understand the whole whatever you've discussed in these sessions. All right. So something I said, if you don't get the response by August 31st or September 16th, please check. It's good to you visit first of all the site, the website, and you see the dates, the latest date of enrollment in the program. It's good to check the start date also of the program. Some programs will start on September 3rd, Others will start on September 9th going forward, but it's good to check the study so that if you know that your program is starting on September 16th, then you can wait a bit, and once it's maybe September 15 or 13, 12, 13, you can put a request for deferral. Remember we said the two options, if you put that before the start date, you would not get any penalty, okay? So there'll be full transfer of the full money to the next of the deposit to the next intake. So the recording will be on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.
Martin,
Yes.
one note. Because
Yes.
each program has
Yes.
so students they need to arrive, they need to be in Canada by September 3rd. Okay, so it's the first day of
But
the
yes,
class.
yes.
Yeah, just to clarify
Yeah.
this, because to not confuse some students, because some classes they can be here later. If they
Okay.
need to make some changes on their arrival date, please reach out to the admissions team to make sure they can arrive late, okay? Because just in case that your program will start September 3rd, and then you arrive on the September 16th, that you'll be missing like almost 2 weeks, okay? Just make sure when your program will start, if you need to arrive a little bit later, so you need to reach out to your program coordinator to see if it's that okay.
So if you don't have your co-op work permit and your program says that you needed the co-op, please make sure you can apply one while in Canada. And that's the reason why we're saying for those who are traveling, please make sure you check your details before you leave the boarding point, at the point of entry, so that you can get everything printed out. Read the details, it could be with you because the CBSA officials normally print the OP as part, the letter of acceptance. Okay, thank you, Fadia. So you'll be arriving Ottawa by 1st of September. Will I be able to be showed around? Yes, we'll be able to be showed around. So please make sure at least you're able to connect yourself with the peers, register on time, and then you'll be guided. Okay. I think we have answered most of the questions. Let me check if we have any under the charts. I'm just checking. So those who can't make it there on time, how can you proceed with the reward? So remember we said if you get a visa refusal and you don't want to maybe ask for deferral to resubmit your visa, that means you are withdrawing. You need to put that request on your application portal, upload your letter of acceptance for verification. And this has to be made within 5 days of receiving your refusal letter. Please note that. Make the decision as soon as possible once you receive the IRC decision. Put a request on your portal. The admissions are going to review and respond to you. So the process of refunding the money normally takes about, it's a period 6 to 11 weeks, and it's sent back to the same account that was used to pay the deposit. Okay. It's also good to check. Somebody is asking about the medicals. I believe you have done your medicals. So that's approved by the IRCC. No other medical requirements by the IRCC. I think Tijani, I've already responded to these questions before August 31st. Check when you're supposed to arrive. This information is on the website. You may request deferral and the admission is going to respond to you. Zabibu, make sure you don't send your deferral request late because most of the programs also fill up. Okay, you might request a deferral, then you find that the next intake is already full or the program is on waiting list. So it's good to check to ensure that you're within the timelines. Okay, way before the start date, the better for you, Zabibu. So all the we don't have online classes. You have to attend in person unless the faculty communicates to you and allows you to start online. Otherwise, all the programs are offered in physical form. You have to be there in person. Our residence tab on the website has off-campus accommodation services that you can check. Please, the links are there. Go through the links. Ensure that you understand different rates are also provided there. Whichever accommodation, off-campus accommodation you feel is comfortable according to your budget, reach out to the provider and check with them. We have given the information about house searching. You can also check our recordings also on our YouTube channels about resident search in Ottawa.
Martin, let me just clarify one because I'm typing
Okay.
some
Thank you.
some answers.
Okay.
Kamar, thank you for your message. Okay, if you're waiting Canada, I'm not sure if you extended your study permit, but in order to start your program, you need your study permit approved. Okay. If you have any questions, I'm in the office every Wednesdays. If you want to come over and talk to me about your case, I'll be happy to clarify. Okay. This is for Kamar Aden. Favor, okay, could you please send me your program name and then I'll be able to provide the program coordinator contact information because some information you need to reach out to program coordinator to clarify. Okay, unfortunately, Martin and I, we are unable to clarify specific information. If you can send here to the Q&A your program, Favor, okay, so I'll be able to send you the contact information. Go ahead, Martin. Thank you.
Thank you. So we're trying to see through the questions that we didn't mention during the presentation. I think most of the information we have already mentioned here, right? So Johanna, it's good to check the latest date of enrollment to the program. Please go through the website. We are going to also to share the links with you after this session so that you can all have them together. Okay. Thank you. So we said, Grace, ensure that you're within the timelines given by the IRCC. Yes, the policies may change. The students may be allowed to work up to 24 hours per week off campus, but please take caution that the IRCC is also monitoring. It's also monitoring you. So at the end of the day, it might affect you during your postgraduate work permit. So my advice is stick to the 24 hours a week per week of campus, the ones that are given by the IRCC, so that you maintain your standards or you maintain your points when you want to apply for your postgraduate work permit. Again, when you take a lot of hours of study and then you're working, it may affect your studies. So you want to ensure that you're able to balance the two. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. For those who are waiting for your visas, we hope for the best. In case you get a refusal and you like to resubmit, please consider that the start date is that of September. You may think of um, deferring the next intake, which is winter 2025, and you may switch program at that point because you will have a letter of acceptance indicating fall September. But then since you need one for the winter 2025, and maybe the program is not available, the admissions may give you or may check if you're eligible for another program and give you the new letter of acceptance. So what does that mean? You have a new letter of acceptance reading winter 2025. It may read a new program because you have already changed the program, but your PAL, your attestation letter will remain the same. It will not change. So you can use the same PAL for winter 2025 visa submission. Okay. Okay. And when you are requesting for program change, it's good to check the availability. Otherwise, you may end up on a wait list. We don't want you to end up on a wait list, all right? And I think we have answered most of the questions. Please allow us now to type and respond to those who have already sent their questions. We'll have this recording on our YouTube channel. Go through Algonquin College. Follow us on our social sites, Instagram, Facebook. We have YouTube as well. Don't forget, these are the social sites that you can always refer your relatives, your friends. They can go to and they can connect with us there. So most of the information, most of the updated information, we normally post them on our social media sites, especially Instagram, especially on Facebook. You'll find this kind of information and also on the website. So we share all this information. We have ensured that we have simplified the information, and especially in terms of programs that have high demand, programs that are available, intake when they are opening, those which are on wait list, and the alternatives of some programs that we get this information from the admissions. So this is that information that we receive from the admissions and we post it on the social site. So please follow us there. You can also share with your family and friends, and then they can always reach out to us whenever they are ready and they want to join Algonquin College. We will appreciate that. Something, how long does it take to receive your visa? That depends on their country. Some take between 10 to even 16 weeks. It depends with the IRC on different countries. So it's good to check with your country the processing period for a student visa. Right. I think we have come to the end of this session. I'd like to appreciate all of you for taking your time to join us and also sending in your questions that we have answered. Hopefully that we have answered all of them. If not, our emails, our contacts are open. Reach out to us. I know you have received our emails, lots of emails. Those who have not responded to us about your study permit status, kindly do so. I'll give this chance to Helen to give a final shot. and we call it a day, right? So Helen,
Thank you, Martin. Thank you so much. I know you guys have a lot of questions. Unfortunately, our time is not enough to to clarify all of them. I've been sending some links, and also I'll send a very good information. I'll share through the chat because I know there is a lot of questions here through the chat, but I will send information that it might have the same information you are asking on this document. Let me, because I just posted, but I'm not sure if you have chance to see it. Just 1 second here. I'm going to share to everyone.
Yeah.
Just one moment. Yeah, I just share a very useful information for all of you to read. There is you can also find a lot of links and everything that we were informed, Martin informed this morning. Also have all the information on this pre-departure orientation document. Okay. If you have any questions, you can also reach. I'm putting here my email address. Martin, if you can share your email as well, in case that someone has a particular question. Unfortunately, we cannot clarify questions about admissions. This webinar is just for students who are waiting for the study permit or has a study permit approved, okay, and waiting to come to Canada. So regarding admissions, how to apply, what program to choose. So then you can send an email to Costa, h@algonquincollege.com, or to Martin. Martin, if you can share your email to the chat, okay?
Yeah. All right.
And thank you so much. So just for, sorry. So just for your information, we will be sending emails to students because Martin will be here on the week of 9. So we will be meeting all of you probably Tuesday, okay? On Tuesday on the September 10th, but we will be sending invitations. So we'll be sending all the information to all of you to meet us in person, okay? I look forward to see all of you and have a safe travel. So if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Also, please don't miss any orientation, okay? It's very, very important for you to attend the orientations because it's a lot of information you guys need, and I don't want you to miss anything, okay? Thank you, Martin. And thank you, Anthony, as well.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Anthony, for the support. Helen as well, for supporting in answering the questions. I hope we have given you much information that you needed. In case you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'll be there to support you. So I hope to see you all in September at Algonquin College. Please don't miss out the event that we're going to have there, and hopefully that we will discuss more. So thank you all. Wishing you safe journey masses, safe flights. Those who are waiting for their visas, we hope for the best. If not, just reach out to us and we'll be able to see the alternatives. Okay. Thank you and have a good evening. Goodbye.